So a couple of months ago, specifically 6 months ago, I got myself a new PC. And I intended to do a review of it, an unboxing of it, but I could not because at that time I was busy with some other stuff. I couldn't really open it up and show you guys what it's like to get out of the box. I just decided to do a long-term review of my PC. The PC in question is the HP Envy 17T. It's quite a big PC. It's a big PC. So we'll dive into the specs a little bit later, but right now I just want us to go around the device and see how it looks. So it is a full metal device. Well, full metal being about 50% of the PC. So the top part of the PC over here is made out of a pressed sheet of aluminum rather, and you have these chrome/stainless steel bits over there that show you the HP logo, and then you have this little strip right over there that goes along the top edge of the display. So this strip is actually a little plastic covering that houses the antenna. So since this back is made out of metal, no radio signals or wireless signals can pass through it. So you need to put this little plastic strip over there that goes over the antennas so that at least you can get your Wi-Fi and your Bluetooth working. So that's the PC over there on the top. On the bottom, right over there, where usually a lot of people are not interested in, the bottom part is actually all plastic with these two strips. And as a guy who loves gadgets and obviously opening them up to see how they work. So as a guy who loves doing that, I would love it to be really easy to open, which it sort of was up until I figured out that it wasn't. So in light of the Envy line of PCs, which they try to make as beautiful as possible, you can't put easy access doors on the bottom because that would ruin the look. So you have these 4 screws that you can see over there, which are literally half of the screws because you have another 4. One is hidden here underneath this DVD drive. So the fun part about it is, for you to open this, the PC needs to be powered on. And usually when you're about to open up your PC, you turn it off. So before you turn it off, you need to remember to open the CD drive. Keep it open, because within any part of this whole procedure that you decide to close it, you'll need to put back the battery, turn it on so that you can open it again. Otherwise, you won't be able to access the screw that's holding this whole thing together. And then underneath this strip over here is also 3 sets of screws that you will need to remove. And there is a bit of some glue holding this strip all the way up there so that it doesn't fall off. So I'm thinking if you're a frequent opener of your PC, yeah, this thing's gonna get really loose really quick. But not to worry, because it's not usually facing a lot of stress because of the design of the PC, which we will get into later. The weight, if you may ask. After weighing this PC, it weighs 3 kilograms. That's pretty much a lot. Let's go around the PC and see what we have. So on the right side of the PC, we have one USB port and the DVD drive. So this USB port is an always-on port, and it supports USB 3.0. And that's pretty much it on the right side. And then on the front, there is nothing. And then on the left side is where the rest of the I/O is. So we start off with our Kensington lock right there at the back, and then we move over to the Ethernet jack that you'll get over there with the nice crocodile jaw. And then after that we have the HDMI port. We also have 2 more USB ports. These are USB 3.0 as well. A Type-C port. The Type-C port is also always on. And then you have the 3.5mm headphone jack, because what is life without it? It also doubles as a microphone if you have that combination of headphones with mics. And then after that you have a little slit right over there for the micro SD card slot. That's basically all the I/O you get on this PC. The texture is really nice. It's a sort of sand-blasted texture. It's got a great feel. Now, when you open it up, that's when you see the rest of the beauty. So the rest of the beauty being, you see another slab of metal right over there where the keys are. The keys are actually backlit, so click that on and you should be able to see the backlight. My room is very bright right now, so it's probably really difficult to see the backlight turning on and off. Maybe we could turn off the lights so that you can see it. I don't know, it's still a bit of a no-show, but I think it's better to see it turning on and off right now. Anyway, so checking it out, when you open it, you will see the design of this PC. So the design is pretty cool. So this display has a sort of clamshell shape which goes to the back of the PC. So when you open the PC, part of the display actually lifts the PC up at the back side. So they say that it's supposed to angle the PC so that the keyboard is more comfortable to work on. Personally, I didn't see the difference. All keyboards are the same. So yeah, but what I did notice about it is since the intake for the cooling is underneath the PC, it helps in giving just a little bit more space for the fans to be able, the fan actually, to be able to suck in some air for cooling. And then since the display overlaps through the back of the PC all the way down and there's really not much space on the sides, they had to put the vents somewhere. And guess where they put them? Right over there. So they put them right over there between the inside portion of the PC and the display. The vents are pointing outwards, blowing the hot air onto the display and away from you. So this design is a bit different. It's a new design. It's my first time seeing this sort of a design. But what I actually like about it is if this PC is resting on your lap, it's always sucking cold air, cool air from where your lap is. And it maintains your lap in a relatively cool environment. And then all the hot air is blown towards the top, which is, in science terms, the natural way air works. Cold air is more denser, so it falls to the ground. Hot air is less dense, so it rises up. So it's an efficient way of cooling the PC without letting the fan work too much. So I think a point goes to HP on design over there. So we move on to the features. Now this laptop has Windows Hello. So Windows Hello is a faster and more secure way that Windows is using of logging onto your PC. I'll put the faster one in quotes because of the innovation that they put on this PC. So this PC comes with Face ID or face recognition, but the face recognition is not the usual, hey, we have a camera, scan your face and then you unlock the PC. No, it uses the camera in conjunction with two infrared lamps, two infrared emitters, just like you would find on the Face ID on an iPhone or the Face ID on a Huawei. So it uses that to have like a 3D mapping of your face. And then once it generates that 3D mapping, you can log in. When it works, it's pretty quick. You literally do not see the home screen. You don't see the lock screen at all. As soon as the PC finishes loading and then turns on that blaster you're in, it's immediate. It's as soon as possible. But the only problem is whenever you change the lighting in your environment, it's not going to work as efficiently. In fact, it's not going to work at all. It'll tell you that it couldn't recognize your face, please input your PIN or your password, and that kind of sucks at times because it's a laptop, you move around with it, and because you move around with the laptop, most likely the lighting conditions are going to change. And because the lighting conditions are going to change, you would want a reliable sign-in solution that is fast and reliable. So it is reliable, you just can't log in, but it's not exactly fast at times. So we move on to the display. So the display is a 17-inch 1080p touchscreen. Yes, it is a full HD IPS panel with a touchscreen and it's 17 inches. Now it looks nice, it looks fantastic. If you're a person who has been using laptops with the standard TFT screens, you will definitely notice the difference on this PC. So the IPS LCD technology just means that the display is backlit by LEDs. It's not backlit by fluorescent lamps. So because it's illuminated by LEDs, you can have the display in a thinner form factor, and also you can have the display with more accurate colors, with much better viewing angles, and with more even light distribution, so you don't have that weird light shift whenever you shift your position. And so it's great for content creators because things don't really change that much depending on how you're sitting, how you're positioned. And with how big the screen is, it's a pleasure to edit on, and because it has some NVIDIA, it's great to game on. Now, because it is a big PC and because it has a big screen, you would assume that it's a problem with the juice, but they also decided to put a battery that compensates for that. Now, in terms of specs, this model of my PC also comes with a 4K version, one that comes with a 4K Ultra HD display. I didn't opt for that for some performance reasons, which is why I went for the 1080p screen. And if you are using general use, if you're just watching a video, if you're just typing some documents, if you're just mildly browsing the internet, mildly being you're not on YouTube, you can get a guaranteed 8 hours plus of operation time with this PC. It's really good on battery, and the audio is quite alright as well. So we move on to the performance of this PC. So you might want to know how it performs, and you might want to know the specs. So I'll just give a rundown of the important specs of this PC. So it has an 8th gen Core i7 CPU. It has 4 GB of dedicated video memory from the NVIDIA GeForce MX150 graphics card. It comes with 2 hard drives, a 128 gig NVMe solid state drive, as well as a 1 terabyte normal mechanical optical drive. It also comes with 16 gigabytes of RAM in this setup, a 1080p 17-inch display, and Bang & Olufsen audio. So those are the main kickers of this PC. So just to give a rundown, a summary of how I have seen this PC in my 6 months of usage, let's look at the stuff that's good about it. So it has a very big, very clear IPS display, and the touchscreen is a pretty nice touch as well. A lot of people would say, who would want a touchscreen on a laptop? Just get a tablet or a 2-in-1 or something. Well, I didn't really ask for the touch, but it came with it, and I don't mind having it. If I don't need it, I just won't use it. But in the times where I've needed to use it, it's been a really cool gimmick to just show off with your buddies when you just scroll on the screen instead of looking for where the cursor is or where the arrows are. It has a very healthy offering of ports. That's also a plus. You have your Type-C for very fast new connections. You have your standard USB ports, and you also have the option of a DVD drive, which I literally have never used since I bought this PC. And I don't know, I think I would have wanted a bigger battery instead of the DVD drive. But hey, you don't get to choose. And then the other plus on this PC is how good the battery life is, considering the horsepower it's packing as well as its size in terms of the screen. It really has some impressive battery life. 8 hours guaranteed power saving yourself all the way through your documents, through your browsing. It's amazing. You wouldn't dispute that this thing has a nice looking design. I mean, as soon as you pop it out and throw it on a desk, people are gonna notice. Not just for its size, but also for how sleek it is, how modern it looks. But it also comes with a bit of disadvantages to it as well. And I'm talking the weight. You will definitely feel that you have something heavy in your bag whenever you carry this PC. 3 kgs is no joke. I can guarantee you that because I walk a lot with my backpack. Also, as I mentioned earlier, the Windows Hello 3D face unlock is really easily affected by the most slightest of changes in lighting. So yeah, if you're gonna be a person who's gonna be using this, always understand that this form of unlocking your PC is gonna be pretty inconvenient at times. And also, I would prefer it with a slightly more powerful GPU. I mean, the MX150 with 4 gigs of dedicated VRAM does run a lot of games, but on some games like Need for Speed Payback or Crysis, you can't run those games on max settings because it's just not powerful enough. I would say if you are a complete serious hardcore gamer, this might not really be the PC for you. But if you're just a casual gamer like me who just does, not much gaming, like light gaming, stuff like car racing and probably combat type games, then I think you're alright. This thing will be able to handle it all the way. It can run any game at medium to low settings, so for me that's a plus. I'm not nitpicking. So yeah, this is it. This has been the HP NV17T long-term review. This has been the first of long-term reviews, so please do tell me what you think about these long-term reviews. Do you want more of them? Do you want less of them? Do you think they're a cool idea? If it's not really a cool idea, what can I change so that these long-term reviews can be of more value to you? I know some people out there want to spend their buck on something that's tried and tested, and they would want to get some information from someone who's used it for an extended period of time. I mean, unboxings are cool, but things usually come to light over time. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, hit like, hit subscribe, tell a buddy, share it. We also have a bunch of stuff, a bunch of tech things that we're selling in our shop. We got smartphones, tablets, laptops. Just keep checking it out. We always throw in new stuff every week, and I'll catch you next time.